Hello friends, this is Midnight Chills. Welcome back to my channel. Tonight's story is brought to you by Reddit user Corpse Child. If you enjoy this story, be sure to check out their other works at reddit.com/r/corpsechildgospels. With that, let's begin. They walk amongst us. It's getting dark again. The dreaded fog is rolling in again. I'm cold, hungry, and most of all, fearing for the agonizing end that will surely await me as it did for the others. They will be coming again, coming from the heavy mist itself. Ghoulish creatures with long, wispy tendrils sinisterly coiling out from their shadow-like forms. It's my punishment for what I've done. It's all my fault. I should never have chanted those damn words. I'm making my final stand here on the porch of the cabin in the woods with my .44 Magnum revolver and this notebook with these last few pages. I'm leaving these pages behind as a warning for any unlucky soul who comes here. If you are reading this, if you don't take anything else away from this, remember these words. They walk amongst us. There's not much time now. The sun is only barely able to beam its light over the lake and trees. I guess I should clear my conscience while I still have the time. I'll start from the beginning. It all started last night. Me, my girlfriend Scarlett, and my best friend Trevor all went camping here in the forest. We came upon this cabin about an hour or so into our hike into the woods. We went in and unpacked our gear and set up inside. We gathered around the main area and opened up a case of beers. I wish I had one right about now. The three of us got completely wasted. I had found a book sticking out of one of the floorboards. Out of morbid curiosity, I picked it up and opened it. Even drunk, I knew this was no ordinary book. It appeared to contain ancient text. I was nervous, but excited. So were Trevor and Scarlett. We were into that kind of crap. The three of us sat in a circle after lighting a few candles and chanted the text in the book. The outside sky cracked with lightning as we went on. At first, the three of us noticed absolutely nothing. We thought nothing had happened. How wrong we were. Only an hour later, ear-splitting shrieks were heard outside the window behind me. They sent me out first to investigate. And what I saw was them. The outside air was thick and heavy laden with fog, so much so that I could only barely breathe. They began materializing slowly, one by one. Another inhuman shriek was let out. I ran quickly back into the house and told the others what I'd seen. Trevor went out next to see what I was talking about. Poor son of a bitch. I begged and pleaded with him not to go out there. He wouldn't heed my warnings. He went out the door, and only about a minute later, we heard another inhuman shriek, followed by Trevor's horrified screams. Oh, I know it was a jerk thing to do, but me and Scarlett could only stand inside while Trevor's screams were heard trailing off. I hate to even imagine what end met him. I only hope that he didn't suffer. Unlike my poor Scarlet. Scarlet started screaming. I wrapped my arms around her to try and calm her down. She was way too freaked out, pushing me away and running out of the cabin. I quickly bolted out in pursuit of her. I couldn't bear losing her too. It seemed that no matter my efforts, I would never be able to hold on to her. I finally caught up to her. I seized her once more and pulled her close. I told her that I loved her and that I wouldn't let what happened to Trevor happen to her. I kept assuring her of this, and sure enough, these words consoled her. Dear God, how wrong I was. The thick, heavy fog was all around us now. When we tried to make our way back to the cabin within an instant, they had us surrounded. I, in panicked instinct, drew my gun and fired 3 shots into the black, demonic, mist-like creature towering over me. The bullets had absolutely no effect, passing right through it. I might as well have been shooting thin air. I was horrified by this point, but not nearly as horrified as I was when I realized that Scarlet was no longer in my arms. Frantically, I started calling out for her. I kept running through the fog, fearing for the worst. However, nothing, even in my greatest nightmares, could have made me even imagine what I saw next. There she was, my beloved Scarlet. She was strung up by her intestines. The worst part, however, was she was still screaming. I did the only thing I could do now. I embraced her severed waist and told her I would always love her. I kissed her, closed my eyes, and put 1 round in her head. I fell to my knees and sobbed until I heard a shriek coming from all around me. I got up and bolted. I ran until I found the cabin again. By the time I found it again, it was already morning. I stumbled up to the porch exhausted. However, no matter how fatigued I was, sleep would not befall me. Not after last night. I just stared and watched the outside world around me, knowing it would not be this beautiful at night. I know that I will not survive the night. As nightfall envelops the once beautiful outside world, I feel that I have few options left. I cannot let those bastards have me. I've settled on the only alternative I have left. To those that I may hurt with my next course of action, I can only say that I'm truly sorry. They will not claim me. I have 1 round remaining in the chamber. I'm gonna do it. It's the only way. Once again, stay away from here. They walk amongst us. The fog is all around me now. The air is getting hard to breathe again. I can hear their menacing shrieks again. It's now or never. Goodbye. Hello, friends. Thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoyed that story. The author of the story, Corpse Child, would like to express his gratitude to all out there who've shown a genuine interest in his works of horror fiction. Tonight's story is one that will always bear sentimental value to him, as it was one of the very first he ever wrote at the age of 17. He would also like to dedicate this adaptation to his brother, Stephen Stone, who was, has been, and hopefully will continue to be there to read and hear more of his horror stories as they continue to develop. If you'd like me to narrate your stories, please contact me at MIDNIGHTCHILLSNARRATOR@gmail.com, or you can reach out on social media, twitter.com/chills_midnight or reddit.com/u/midnightchillsyt. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and let me know in the comments. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and ring the bell for notifications. With that, this is Midnight Chills signing off. I will see you in the next video. I hope you all have a good night. And if you can't sleep, just chill.